There is a famous saying, karma will follow you. Whatever we do, good, bad, or ugly, we get the result as pleasant or bad incidents in our lives. This is called karma. This story begins when Indra, the lord of the Devatas, became fearful of the penance of Brahma's devotee, Trishra. Lord Indra sent his apsaras to divert the attention of Brahma Bhakt Trishara. After years of trying without success, Lord Indra, along with his guru Brahaspati, appeared at the place where Trishra was in deep penance. Lord Indra called Trishra several times, but Trishra, being in a deep state of penance to Lord Brahma, did not respond. This made Indra very angry. He warned Trishra to open his eyes and stop the penance. When Trishra did not respond, Devraj Indra beheaded him. Guru Brahaspati was shocked to see what Indra had done. He advised Indra that he had committed a great sin and that killing a Brahma Bhakt in a deep state of penance to Lord Brahma would result in the sin of Brahma Hatya, killing a Brahman, for Indra. Realizing that he had committed an unacceptable sin, Indra apologized to his guru and asked him to save him from this Brahma Hatya dosa. Guru Brahaspati advised him to go to Mount Kailash to request Lord Shiva's forgiveness for such a heinous crime. Only Lord Shiva could help Indra escape this situation. When Shiva learned of this, he decided to test the devotion, intention, and knowledge of Lord Indra. He changed his appearance to that of a hermit and slept in the path of Brihaspati and Indra. The angry and ferocious Indra, having no patience, asked the hermit to give way so they could reach Kailash. Seeing no response from the hermit, Indra shouted at the hermit and warned him to get away from his path. The hermit was calm and did not respond to Lord Indra's shouts. Indra said to the hermit, "O evil-minded one, though I asked you, you did not reply to me. Hence, I am going to kill you with my thunderbolt. Who can save you?" Indra was very angry, and he took up his vajra to kill the hermit. Lord Shiva was very upset and angry with Indra's behavior towards the hermit. He opened his third eye, and a fireball generated from it started chasing Indra to burn him. Indra ran away to save his life. Guru Brahaspati requested Lord Shiva to forgive Indra, stating that it was his responsibility to save Indra's life. Shiva informed him that if one supports a ferocious and bad ruler blindly, the people under the ruler will suffer. Even today, when we support a ruler in everything, it is the people who will suffer. Despite this, Guru Brahaspati continued to request Lord Shiva to forgive Indra. At the signal of Lord Shiva, the fireball chasing Indra submerged in the ocean. Indra fell at Lord Shiva's feet, thanked him for saving his life, and promised that he would not engage in any sinful activities in the future. Lord Shiva clarified that he was not punishing Indra this time only because of his Guru Brihaspati's request. He instructed Indra to follow his Guru's instructions to do penance for his sinful acts. The fireball submerged in the ocean, Gangasagar, at the confluence of the river Ganga and the ocean and took the shape of a baby. The baby started crying, and the entire universe became frightened by the noise of the crying baby. All the Devatas and sages went to Lord Brahma, the grandfather and preceptor of the worlds, to find out the source of the crying baby. Brahma assured them that he would find out the source and fix this issue. He saw a newborn inside the sea making this noise, which was impacting all three lokas. Then Brahma descended from Satyaloka to the earth. He went to the ocean, desirous of knowing what it was. When Brahma, the grandfather of the worlds, arrived, he saw the boy in the lap of the ocean. Upon seeing Brahma, the ocean, assuming the form of a god, bowed to him and placed the boy in his lap. Brahma asked the ocean, "Tell me quickly about the parentage of this boy." The ocean replied, "O Lord of the worlds, this boy was suddenly seen at the confluence of the river Ganga. I do not know about the origin of this boy. O Creator, let me know your predictions about his future according to his horoscope." Even as the ocean said these words, the son of the ocean caught hold of Brahma's neck and shook it several times. In due course, tears came out of Brahma's eyes, the creator of all the worlds, afflicted by the jolting. Brahma somehow extricated himself from the grip of the son of the ocean by means of his hands and spoke to the ocean. "O ocean, listen, I shall narrate the future as predicted from the horoscope entirely. Be attentive, please. Since he was able to make my eyes water, let him be famous by the name of Jalandhar. He will become a youth now itself. He will become a master of all sacred laws, very valorous, courageous, heroic, invincible, and majestic like you. Like Kartikeya, he will be the conqueror of all in battles. He will shine with all sorts of prosperity. This boy will become the emperor of the Asuras. He will conquer even Vishnu. He will face defeat from no quarter. He cannot be slain by anyone except Shiva. He will return to the place from where he sprang up. His wife will be a chaste lady who will increase good fortune. She will be exquisitely beautiful in every limb. She will be an ocean of good conduct and will speak pleasing words. Soon Jalandhar will rule the universe. Stay with us for the tremendous tale of Jalandhar in the next part. Stay tuned with us. In the next part you will learn about Vrithasur. You will know how Jalandhar defeated Indra, the great battle with Lord Vishnu, his attraction towards Mother Parvati, Shiva Gana's battle with Jalandhar, Lord battle with Kartikeya and Lord Ganesha. Lord Vishnu's violation of the modesty of Jalandhar's wife. Lord Shiva's war with Jalandhar and the end of Jalandhar. If you really like our work, then please subscribe our channel Invasion India. We are trying very hard to bring great stories from our history. Your likes and comments will help us and our channel to grow. The true way to support Sanatana Dharma is to share our stories with everyone.
About the rise of Jalandhar. Jalandhar immediately became young. When the demon master Bhargav saw him for the first time, he realized that he would rule over all the worlds. One day he would be the lord of the three worlds. From the very beginning, Shukracharya wanted to improve the lives of Asuras. He created, taught and raised many brave and powerful Asuras to the pinnacle. After reaching the top, the Asuras fell into bad habits and ruined everything. They started torturing innocent people, sages and other beings, and they paved the way for their end. And if they are in the good path, then the deity conspired to bring them to the wrong path with the help of Lord Vishnu. The guru of the Asuras was always looking for an opportunity to improve the lives of the Asuras and give them equal rights in the world. So he immediately used this opportunity and made Jalandhar his disciple. He taught him all the arts and fighting. Soon Jalandhar became a great warrior and a very handsome and brave man. Soon his bravery and presence started being talked about in the universe. Shukracharya realized that to make Jalandhar more powerful, he should marry a chaste woman. As Guru, Shukracharya was a very intelligent man. He had predicted that if he married Vinda, daughter of Kalnemi, he would remain undefeated in battle. Asura Guru called the great Asura king Kalnemi and advised him to allow his daughter to marry Jalandhar. The great Asura king Kalnemi followed the advice of Guru Shukracharya and married his daughter Vinda with Jalandhar in a grand manner. Vinda was a very beautiful and educated woman. She knew the right way to lead. She was a great devotee of Lord Vishnu and a very brave woman. Vinda, a woman of extraordinary virtue and purity. She was known for her unwavering chastity and devotion. Her purity was so powerful that as long as she remained faithful and devoted, Jalandhar could not be defeated by any force in the universe. Jalandhar's marriage to Vinda was a union of great significance. The wedding was celebrated with immense joy and grandeur, attended by rivers, mountains, and even the great asuras who had previously taken refuge in the netherworlds. Vinda, who was exquisitely beautiful and an ocean of good conduct, became Jalandhar's beloved wife. Together, they ruled over their kingdom with grace and power, and the asuras flourished under their leadership. Jalandhar's rise to power was marked by several significant events. His coronation as the king of the asuras was a grand affair, attended by all the great demons and many gods. Brahma, the creator of the universe, himself performed the rituals, foretelling Jalandhar's future as a mighty emperor who would even challenge the gods. Jalandhar, now an invincible youth, ruled over the asuras with wisdom and valor. His kingdom thrived, and under his reign, the asuras, who had once been defeated by the gods, regained their strength and confidence. They began to conquer territories and challenge the gods themselves, confident in the protection provided by their powerful king. The son of the ocean, a kind-hearted husband to Vinda, was seated with his wife and the asuras. Soon, the brilliant Bhargav arrived joyfully, illuminating all directions with his presence. The asuras, upon seeing their teacher, felt happiness in their hearts and respectfully bowed to him. The son of the ocean also bowed with great respect. After blessing them, Bhargav, full of splendor, took his place on a beautiful seat, and everyone else returned to their seats as before. Jalandhar, the brave son of the ocean, looked around at his assembly and was pleased to see that his power remained strong. When he noticed the headless Rahu seated there, he immediately asked Bhargav about it. Jalandhar, curious and concerned, said, "O Lord, who did this to Rahu? Who cut off his head? Please tell me everything that happened in detail, O teacher." Hearing these words, Bhargav remembered the holy feet of Shiva and then began to explain everything exactly as it had happened. Bhargav said, "O Jalandhar, great hero and protector of the asuras, listen carefully, and I will tell you the whole story. There was once a strong hero named Bali, the son of Virochana and the great-grandson of Hiranyakashipu. He was a leader among the virtuous. After being defeated by Bali, the Devas, including Indra, sought help from Vishnu and told him everything in detail. At Vishnu's command, the Devas, who were very cunning, made a deal with the asuras to further their own interests. The Devas, who were Vishnu's helpers, joined with the asuras to churn the ocean, eager to obtain the nectar. However, the enemies of the asuras took jewels from the ocean, and the Devas secretly took the nectar and drank it. After drinking the nectar, the Devas, including Indra, became stronger and, with Vishnu's help, attacked the asuras. It was Vishnu, who always sides with Indra, who cut off Rahu's head while he was drinking the nectar along with the Devas. Bhargav narrated in great detail the legendary tale of the headless Rahu and the churning of the ocean by the gods, who sought the nectar of immortality. He spoke of how the gods removed precious jewels during the churning and managed to drink the Amrita, leading to the constant troubles faced by the Asuras. On learning about the churning of his father, the ocean, Jalandhar, a valorous son born of the ocean, became extremely angry, his eyes turning red. He summoned his skilled emissary, Ghasmara, briefed him on the situation as explained by his wise advisor, and after showing him great respect and promising protection, sent him to Indra, the king of gods. Ghasmara, quick and clever, made his way to heaven where he boldly entered the assembly of Devas and directly addressed Lord Indra, declaring his master Jalandhar's dominion over the Asuras and his unmatched heroism, supported by Bhargav. He conveyed Jalandhar's accusations and demands regarding the churning of the ocean and the removal of its treasures, threatening dire consequences if they were not returned. Indra, reminded of past conflicts and visibly perturbed, justified his actions by explaining that the ocean's son had previously sheltered Indra's enemies. Indra warned that opposition to his will would only bring misery, recalling how Vishnu killed his brother Asurasankha, had to intervene when the ocean's son turned against the saints. Ghasmara returned to Jalandhar and relayed Indra's message, which only fueled Jalandhar's rage and determination to confront the gods. Rallying a massive army including the formidable generals Shumbh and Nisumbha, Jalandhar advanced towards heaven, signaling the start of war with a loud conch blow. The battle that ensued was fierce and bloody, with both sides wielding deadly weapons. The ground was littered with the fallen, elephants, horses, chariots, and soldiers. As the casualties mounted, Bhargav revived the fallen Asuras using mystical life-restoring mantras, while the sage Angiras did the same for the gods using divine herbs. Jalandhar, surprised that the Devta he had defeated were rising again, questioned how they could be revived since he hadn't heard of any magic that could do that. Bhargav, his advisor, informed him that it was Angiras reviving the Devas using divine herbs from the mountain Drona. He advised Jalandhar to uproot the mountain with his strength and throw it into the ocean to stop the gods from being revived. Following this advice, Jalandhar quickly moved the mountain, showcasing his immense power. With the mountain gone, Jalandhar returned to the battlefield with his vast army and attacked the Devas fiercely. When Brihaspati, the Devas' advisor, went to find the mountain for more herbs and found it missing, he was struck with fear and urged the Devas to flee, realizing they could no longer be revived and that Jalandhar, a mighty Asur born from a part of Shiva, was too powerful to be defeated. Hearing this, the Devas lost all hope of victory and fled in terror. Jalandhar then victoriously entered Amravati, the celestial city, while the Devas, including Indra, hid in the caverns of the golden mountain Meru, overwhelmed by their defeat. Jalandhar established his fellow Asuras in positions of power, replacing the Devas, and pursued the gods into their hiding places, marking his dominance over the heavens.
When the Devas including Indra saw the demon coming, they became frightened and ran away. Under the leadership of Brahma, they went to Lord Vishnu in Vaikuntha and praised him and asked for his help. He bowed to Vishnu assuming various forms like Matsya, Kurma, Varha and Vaman and praised him for his past actions in protecting the world. He requested them to save him from the demon king Jalandhar, who had thrown him out of heaven and disturbed the balance of the universe. Feeling powerless, the Devas took refuge in Vishnu and sought his intervention. When the Devas pleaded for help, Lord Vishnu assured them not to fear and swiftly rode on Garuda to face Jalandhar on the battlefield. As the Devas left, Lakshmi asked with tears in her eyes how he could harm her brother, but Vishnu explained that Jalandhar, being an aspect of Shiva, could not be killed. Armed with his weapons, Vishnu arrived on the battlefield, empowering the Devas with his presence. The demons jumped here and there due to the winds of Garuda's wings, and the angry Jalandhar attacked Vishnu. Strengthened by the might of Vishnu, the Devas prepared for war as Jalandhar had united his demons. Jalandhar urged his Asur warriors to fight bravely against Indra and the Devas, and called them cowards despite their large army. He ordered the Asuras to engage in battle fully armed and fearless, especially encouraging Shumbha and Nishumbha to quickly defeat the Devas. The Asuras, skilled in warfare, fought a fierce battle with the Devas, who were strengthened by the support of Vishnu. That fierce battle fought with various weapons was so terrible that even the sages and sages who saw it became frightened. The demons attacked the Devas with spears, axes and sticks, causing the Devas including Indra to run away injured in fear. Seeing this, Vishnu immediately arrived on the battlefield riding on Garuda, shining with his Sudarshan Chakra and lotus in his hand. He roared loudly, filling the three worlds with his sound, and started killing many demons with his arrows. Enraged, Jalandhar attacked Vishnu and their battle shook the entire universe. They delivered powerful blows. Vishnu cut off Jalandhar's weapons, while the Asuras made fierce counterattacks, even felling Garuda. Despite bearing the blow, Vishnu retaliated, splitting Jalandhar's weapons. Vishnu changed his form and addressed Jalandhar in a roaring voice. Vishnu was pleased with the bravery of Jalandhar. Vishnu praised Jalandhar as a great and fearless warrior, undefeated even by the most powerful weapons. He praised the bravery of Jalandhar and said that he had never seen such a hero in the whole world. Pleased with the strength of the demon, Vishnu asked him to ask for any boon. Jalandhar requested Vishnu to stay in his house along with his sister Lakshmi and her followers. Vishnu agreed and went to the kingdom of Jalandhar with Lakshmi and followers. Jalandhar returned to his kingdom pleased and appointed the demons to play the role of the Devas. He took the treasures of the Devas, Gandharvas and Siddhas and made them a part of his capital and ruled over the three worlds. Under the rule of Jalandhar, everyone lived happily, without disease, poverty or suffering. When Jalandhar ruled the earth, the Devas became mere slaves and became extremely distressed. They prayed to Lord Shiva for help, and in response, Shiva sent sage Narad to aid them. The Devas welcomed Narad and told how Jalandhar had taken over their positions, even subjugating Vishnu because of the boon. He requested Narad for help in defeating Jalandhar. Narad reassured him and then went to the palace of Jalandhar. Jalandhar welcomed him with respect, and Narad praised his rule, and mentioned his visit to Mount Kailash where he saw the glory of Lord Shiva. Out of curiosity, Jalandhar showed Narad his wealth and power while Narad watched intently and wondered how to help the Devas. Narad praised Jalandhar's immense wealth and power, saying that he had everything one could wish for, from gems and elephants to the treasures of heaven. However, Narad pointed out that despite such prosperity, Jalandhar lacked the most important thing, an extraordinary woman. He said that a man's life is incomplete without the most beautiful woman. Jalandhar was astonished and asked where such a woman would be found. Narad told him about Parvati, the wife of Lord Shiva, who is the most beautiful and attractive woman in the world. He indicated that Shiva's true prosperity and power comes from having Parvati by his side. After planting this idea, Narad left, continuing his plan of helping the Devas. After Narad went to heaven, Jalandhar was fascinated by the beauty of Parvati and sent his messenger Rahu to deliver the message to Shiva. Jalandhar claimed that Parvati was too beautiful to be the wife of an ascetic like Shiva and demanded that Parvati be given to him. Jalandhar boasted about his power, saying that he had seized many treasures from the gods and had taken control of all three worlds. Humbled by the bright presence of Shiva, Rahu went to Kailash and conveyed the message of Jalandhar. He said that Jalandhar, as the ruler of the universe, is more worthy of Parvati than Shiva. Rahu insisted that Parvati should belong to Jalandhar, the lord of immense power and wealth. When Rahu gave the message of Jalandhar, a fierce creature emerged from Shiva's forehead, which frightened Rahu. Rahu begged Shiva for mercy, and Shiva, being merciful as always, ordered him to be released and said that those who sought refuge should not be harmed. After freeing Rahu, the hungry creature asked Shiva what he could eat, and Shiva told him to eat the flesh from his organs. His command was obeyed, only his head was left, and Shiva, pleased with his loyalty, named him Kirtimukha and made him his gatekeeper to be worshipped by all devotees. You can watch the story of Kirtimukha. The link is given in the description below. Coming back to the story, after Shiva freed Rahu from his furious form, he returned to Jalandhar and told him everything about Shiva. Enraged, Jalandhar gathered his army and marched towards Kailash, determined to fight. Meanwhile, the Devas, including Indra, went to Shiva and pleaded for protection against Jalandhar, saying Jalandhar had taken control of heaven and has even subjugated Vishnu. Shiva assured him that he would defeat Jalandhar and got ready for war. Jalandhar's army laid siege to Kailash, but Shiva's entourage, including Nandi, Ganesha and Kartikeya, fought bravely. The battlefield was filled with the dead, and Shiva's men were struggling against the demons. To combat the demons, Shiva unleashed the mighty Kritya, who devoured many demons and captured Bhargav, causing the demon army to flee. Then Jalandhar entered the battle and struck down Kartikeya and Nandi with his make. Angered, Ganesha destroyed Jalandhar's weapon and Virbhadra fought a fierce battle but was ultimately injured by Jalandhar's weapon. Seeing their leader fall, the Gana ran to Shiva, who reassured them. Lord Shiva, riding on his vehicle Nandi and leading his Ganas, entered the battlefield in fierce form, fighting the demons with new strength. Seeing Shiva, the frightened demons ran away, but Jalandhar became angry and showered arrows on Shiva. Shiva easily countered the attacks of Jalandhar and killed many demons. In desperation, Jalandhar used magical illusions to distract Shiva by creating the appearance of divine beings. While Shiva was momentarily fascinated, Jalandhar, taking the form of Shiva, approached Parvati. Parvati realized the trick, disappeared from there and sought help from Lord Vishnu. Vishnu listened to him while paying obeisance to Parvati, who told him that Jalandhar could be defeated only by violating the chastity of his wife. Vishnu agreed and proceeded to the city of Jalandhar to carry out the plan. After reaching the city of Jalandhar, Vishnu decided to violate Vrinda's chastity to defeat Jalandhar. Using his powers of Maya, Vishnu gave Vinda a disturbing dream where she saw her husband Jalandhar in a terrifying form. This upset Vinda and she wandered around the city aimlessly, feeling uneasy. In his distress, he encountered a cool ascetic, who was actually Vishnu in disguise, and, horrified by what he saw, took refuge in the ascetic. The ascetic used his powers to show that Jalandhar had been killed. He made her see Jalandhar's dead body, which hurt Vinda deeply. Believing her husband to be dead, Vinda prayed to the ascetic to revive him. Vishnu, pretending to sympathize, revived Jalandhar and then disappeared. Vinda spent several days with him, thinking that her husband was actually alive, but eventually realized the truth that he was Vishnu in the guise of Jalandhar. Angered at Vishnu for betraying her and violating her chastity, Vinda cursed him, "O enemy of the demons, you who have insulted another man's wife, you are wicked. I curse you. The two beings you have revealed to me will become demons and will kidnap your wife. You will suffer the pain of separation from him and will wander with Shesh, the lord of snakes, who was your disciple. To find your wife you will need the help of monkeys in the jungle." After cursing, Vinda entered the fire, despite Vishnu's efforts to stop her. As soon as she died, the Devas including Brahma saw his soul ascending to the abode of Shiva. Vrinda's genius merged with Parvati and the Devas celebrated her purity. Vishnu, filled with guilt and grief, stood silently, covered in the smoke of his pyre, unable to find peace despite the Devas trying to console him. After failing to find Parvati, Jalandhar returned to the battlefield and Shiva, realizing the confusion, became angry. Jalandhar attacked Shiva with arrows, but Shiva easily fought them off. Then Jalandhar created the illusion of Parvati being captured, due to which Shiva became momentarily disappointed. However, Shiva soon transformed into a terrifying form, causing the demons including Shumbha and Nishumbha to flee. Shiva created a powerful wheel and challenged Jalandhar to lift it. When Jalandhar continued to threaten Shiva, an angry Shiva attacked Jalandhar with Sudarshan Chakra, resulting in Jalandhar's head being cut off. His body fell, split into two, and his blood went to hell, and again a ball of fire engulfed Shiva. With the death of Jalandhar, peace was restored and the gods rejoiced, celebrating Shiva's victory. The story of Jalandhar is one of many stories in Hindu mythology that depicts the eternal struggle between good and evil, the complexity of divine justice, and the power of devotion. It is a reminder that even the most powerful being like Jalandhar cannot escape the consequences of his actions. The story of Jalandhar, Vinda and the gods continues to inspire devotees, reminding them of the eternal virtues of truth, purity and devotion. Thanks for your time. If you like this story, please subscribe, like and share our stories with your friends and family. Thanks again for your time. Everywhere Shiva. See you soon in the next story.